Hi everyone, hope you're well. Here's a selection of books that the editing team here at WhyNott have selected to help you get through a lockdown. Enjoy!
Hello, this week I've been reading Miss Dalloway by Virginia Woolf, and in my opinion it's a feminist masterpiece of modernist literature. For anyone that is interested in the modern period, it is an excellent starting point. It follows Clarissa Dalloway on her ascent into, well, more of a descent into depression, at realising that over one day how differently the classes are treated and how she, in the highest class available, is even suffering. But it also follows characters such as Septimus, who is just come out of World War I and he suffered from shell shock, what were they called then, but was post-traumatic stress disorder now. And it resonates with what you understand, because after most post-war literature, people never talked about how people felt. But that's just my opinion. If you want a more detailed review, go to WhyNott magazine and check it out. Thanks.
Nervous Conditions by Tsitsi Dangarembga. I read this novel as part of a literature and psychoanalysis module on the English course here at Nottingham Trent, and I'm so glad it's made the WhyNott magazine as one of the editor's picks under the mental health category. When this novel is read through a psychoanalytic lens, it looks at the symptoms of hysteria and how they manifest themselves as a form of resistance to the oppression faced by the female characters Nyasha and Tambu, both young teenage girls. These young girls are black females living in colonised Rhodesia, now referred to as Zimbabwe. The double oppression that they face in these gendered and racial categories is clear throughout the novel. Dangarembga succeeds in educating the reader on the struggles faced by other females in this position at the time, desperate for education but always repressed. The key plot element of Nyasha's anorexia can be read in a number of ways that make Dangarembga's exploration of this illness so captivating, because she doesn't offer a black and white view of the illness, as the illness is rarely a black and white struggle for those who suffer from it. The illustration of it is at times upsetting but extremely eye-opening to a reader with little prior knowledge. I think it deals with the matter in a sensitive manner and allows for Nyasha's illness to be read sympathetically, which is vital when trying to educate people. The added layers of colonialism and psychoanalysis within this plot element make it representative of a struggle beyond what first meets the eye. If you're looking for more books that discuss mental health in a fictional or autobiographical way, just like this one, then check out our WhyNott magazine for some great reviews.
One of our editor's top picks for entertainment was Angela Carter's Nights at the Circus. This feminist novel is as liberating as it is politically aware. Some of its central themes include gender, control, self-discovery, identity, and society. Feathers, the protagonist, is a larger-than-life figure who represents a new woman at the turn of the century. She defies binaries and is full of paradoxes. A contemporary reader could take from Feathers that confidence is key. This novel has a specific focus on performance, which allows it to challenge societal standards of the Victorian era in which it is set. It allows it to flip gender roles and create new identities for some of its central characters. You can find the full review by Johnny Woodman on our online magazine.
Remember This When You're Sad, Maggie Van Eyck. The murky side of mental health is a notoriously difficult topic of discussion. Writing a personal piece that resonates with the reader can be a daunting task, as each person experiences mental health differently. Maggie Van Eyck takes on the challenge with Remember This When You're Sad, a heartbreaking, funny and insightful memoir that reveals a glimmer of hope in the darkness of depression, anxiety and other mental illnesses. Rather than the self-pitying, pretentious manifesto I was expecting when I came across this piece, Maggie Van Eyck offers a refreshingly light-hearted account of her own struggle with internal demons. In using sometimes quite dark humour, she succeeds in softening the edges of especially tough segments, such as her own experiences and struggles with bulimia and suicidal thoughts. At the start, she outlines the purpose of the book, to reach out and say, "Hey there, you're not alone, I'm right there with you." In a world where conditions like depression and anxiety isolate us, she offers us comfort in the relatability of her experience. Whether you're dealing with mental illness yourself or you know somebody else who is, I would really recommend you read this whole book. However, do not expect it to be a cure. It's merely a realistic perspective on mental illness in younger people that validate life struggles and promotes self-care. If you're looking for more books that discuss mental health in a fictional or autobiographical way like this one does, then check out the WhyNott magazine for some great reviews.
Hi guys, I hope you're doing well in this very strange and unprecedented time. Today I'm bringing to you a book review of Sapiens, A Brief History of Humankind by Yuval Noah Harari, courtesy of Alex Brigham, one of our writers in the WhyNott magazine writing group. The full magazine can be seen in our debut launch of the WhyNott magazine. This is what Alex had to say about the book. A Brief History of Humankind by Yuval Noah Harari is a book that documents the history of our species from 13.8 billion years ago all the way through to our future. In my review, I said I felt that it was a great book to read if you struggle with anxiety or stress. Although it's not a book directly concerned with mental health, I found that by learning about our history as a species, I was immediately grounded. You might think that talking about such a vast subject matter would make for a daunting read, that it might even trigger an existential crisis. But I found that reading about life's big mysteries made it a weirdly calming book to read. I think one reason why that is that it's incredibly well written. Harari manages to shed light on incredibly complex subject matter in a way that's both easy to understand and interesting. It's a fairly big book, but if, like us at WhyNott, you set aside half an hour before bed, you'll finish it in a week or so. And now that we're in lockdown, what better time to learn about the formation of LLCs, the cave drawings in the Chauvet caves in France, or the future of our species? If you do give the book a read, let us know what you thought of the legend of Persia on page 28, but no spoilers of course. But if your mind was as blown as ours was, why not get in touch through our multiple social media platforms? Thank you guys, that was a review of Sapiens, A Brief History of Humankind by Yuval Noah Harari, written by Alex Brigham. I'll see you guys soon.
And there's plenty more where those came from if you just check out the book reviews in our WhyNott magazine launching today. Thanks!